Eddie Paskal here in Indianapolis with Head Coach Jon Gruden. And Coach, the Combine underway, rocking and rolling here at the Convention Center. How's the week been for you and the staff so far?
It's been a long week. We've been here 5 days, haven't seen a 40-yard dash yet. It's been a long process, but gathered a lot of information. We've been able to meet and interview about 40, 45 players, so it's been fun, it's been informative, and ready to get back to California, get to work.
You know, we were talking to Mike Mayock the other day, and he really doubled down on the importance of those interviews. He said anything that happens on the field is great, but the interview itself is what we take away the most. How are those interviews so valuable to you?
Well, first impressions go a long way. I remember when I met you, I was like, "That's a cool guy, right there."
I don't know if you said that. I appreciate
you sit in a dark room, you watch tape, you watch film after film after film, and then all of a sudden, here comes the player, and you put the face with the body, with the player, and it's just first impressions. You get an idea of what makes them tick, where they come from, what their ambitions are, who really loves football, and I enjoy this process a lot.
Can you really get a good idea of where a guy rates on not only how much he loves football, but the intelligence aspect of the game? Because we hear so much how difficult the offensive scheme is. What Coach Gunther does, he asks a lot of these guys. Can you get a gauge of where they are in terms of their football acumen during these sessions?
You can, a little bit for sure. But what a lot of these interviews are about are setting up the next interview, prioritizing where do we need to revisit, where do we need to go and spend extensive time. So we're going to get the official medical reports. We'll get some idea about their psychiatry. We have psychiatry people working here. We go in depth here, man. But we use all the information tools possible, and Mike Mayock and his staff have done a great job, and our coaches have also made a great contribution.
You know, obviously the whole goal for being here in Indy is finding that next great crop of Raiders players. And you think about a year ago, you find an incredible rookie class. And I'm curious, but I want to ask you about two of them, two guys that were up for individual awards this year. Josh Jacobs, a historic rookie campaign in silver and black. When you have a chance to sit back and think about what he really did, fighting through injury the way that he did, doing so much on this offense, what stands out to you about Josh's 2019?
Well, he's consistently a great competitor. He can make tough yardage. He can make impact plays. But I'll say this, we had 3 first-round picks last year and a second-round pick at the top of the round. We should have a good draft. We missed our rookies down the stretch. We missed Jacobs. We missed Moreau. We missed Hunter Renfrow for about a month late in the season. We need these young players, if you're listening, to stay healthy and make it for 16 weeks. And we feel like we could have one outstanding rookie class from a year ago, but we need to duplicate that this year, and we've got 5 of the top 90 picks. We expect to do something with it.
Obviously, free agency around the corner. When you look at kind of the areas that this team needs to get better as well, I know we're focused so much on the rookies for the time being, but you know the league year is going to turn in just a few weeks. What do you see as areas that you want this team to get better at across the board?
Well, you got to put the Kansas City Chiefs on the board, and you got to look at them. They're the world champions, and they're the AFC Western champions, and they're in our division. And we have got to match up better with them. It starts right there. We've got to add speed and firepower on both sides of the ball, and that's a mission we're on right now.
This is such an exciting, unique time for this organization, for this franchise, right? Las Vegas coming down the pipeline quicker than ever. How exciting is it going to be for this program to have a brand new stadium, a brand new, beautiful facility? What is that going to change for you in your day-to-day and how you can operate this team?
Oh, it's spectacular. I can't even express what it looks like. If you haven't seen the new stadium, the new facility, you won't believe it when you do see it. It's astonishing. And Las Vegas is buzzing. It's a great opportunity for us to arrive, and hopefully we can explode onto the seed and make some things happen.
What does that do for the mindset of a player to be able to walk into a building that, you know, speaking of the practice facility in particular, to walk into that building day one, state-of-the-art everything? It seems like there's no excuses to come in and perform at your best.
Yeah, I was in Las Vegas last week, and I ran into John Abram, I ran into Max Crosby, and they can't wait to get started. State-of-the-art equipment, state-of-the-art practice facilities. There's no excuses for us not to win. Hopefully we can continue to add the players we need to accomplish that.
You know, speaking of Max Crosby, an incredible rookie campaign for him as well, but he's got a new position coach this year, Rod Marinelli. What went into the decision to bring Rod into the program, and what do you think is really his area of expertise and what he's going to be able to do to help this team?
Well, that was a tough decision, no doubt. I think Brinson Buckner's a really good coach. I just happen to think Rod Marinelli's the best in the business, period. I don't think it's close. I coach with him in Tampa. I've seen what he's done with free agents, with superstar first-round picks. he's an unbelievable coach, and I think you'll see that when we start playing. He's just special, and players follow him. He's a great leader, and he's an unbelievable technician.
You know, one thing, kind of talking with guys on the staff the past couple of days, one thing that's been consistent in talking about Marinelli, he said that he's such a good sounding board in terms of people around the league look at him for advice. People around the league respect him immensely and what he does to his craft. That's got to be exciting to have a guy, like you said, that you're familiar with, but also has this wealth of knowledge and wealth of respect to put him in position to succeed now with this team.
No doubt, and he was highly touted, highly coveted. We weren't the only team that wanted Marinelli, but we have an excellent staff. I think he puts an exclamation point on it, and we got to get him some help now. And I'm really counting on Arden Key and Cleve Farrell, Max Crosby, P.J. Hall, and Hurst, some of our young guys, to respond to his methods, and it'll be fun to watch.